Is your mattress killing your baby? New research suggests it might. A new study from exotoxicology and public health finds that these mattresses are releasing dangerous chemicals into your children. This new study found that these phthalate molecules, which are found inside of the mattresses that are plastic like, are being exposed to children. Researchers suggest that these phthalates can interact with neurotransmitters and act like hormones, which can ultimately disrupt bodily functions and other important factors. Now, these chemicals seem to be primarily found in mattresses for children who are under the age of 4, and there's been large legislation pushes in places like Canada to get them out. But this study is claiming that these same chemicals are being found even after regulations are passed, meaning that somehow they're ending back up in mattresses. Now, some are suggesting this is because they're not taking further action in order to actually evaluate that these are being removed from the mattresses, basically saying that the mattresses companies are not being held accountable. Now, these phthalates are often used as fire retardants or ways to prevent or reduce the amount of fire. However, people are suggesting that they don't really work as effective as they do, and that they end up just kind of slouching off over time, getting effectually into the skin and into the body of the child. Now, these phthalates continue to remain very controversial, with some research pointing that any level of this is considered dangerous and that they cause a lot of damage to the economy from the amount of health impacts that it has on individuals. The reason why this story is getting a lot of headlines is because it's significantly worse for children. Children not only breathe faster, but their skin is also more likely to be permeated or have other things brought into it, meaning that these children are more susceptible and more exposed to these kinds of chemicals. They offer a few different ways to kind of help this though. First of all, they recommend that changing sheets frequently can help against this, as all the chemicals that build up can essentially try to be washed away over time, compared to letting it sit on the bed, which will just kind of accumulate worse and worse. Secondly, they recommend removing clutter or just other objects that are found on the mattress. Things like blankets and toys should try to be removed because those can eventually be contaminated and are not as frequently washed. So these are ways that can potentially help your child, even if it doesn't seem like the risk is still controversial at this point. Nonetheless, it seems like this research is pointing in a direction where we need to be careful as to what we're putting in our mattresses, especially for children.